Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. What have you done, my son? Well, you see, I shit-talked Pokemon Pokopia prior to its launch date, and I was dreadfully incorrect. This was a grave misdoing. So do I have to do something to repent? Or should I just do the review, jackass? Alrighty, review be done, your Lord Marty Arceus, sir. Yes, I'm gonna go. So, guys, this is Pokopia. And I'll be 100% honest, I fell in love with this game. One thing that's rather interesting about Pokopia versus other Pokemon games is, well, let's be honest, it's comfortable. This isn't exactly what I define as Animal Crossing or anything of the sort. This is very different. And mind you, I'm not as far in the game as I'd like to be, but I'm far enough to say that this is rather good, and I love it. One thing I've loved is just exploring the world and seeing what Pokemon are here and what's actually in the game. It's been a big change, and honestly, I really like it. And the fact that this game is getting updates and everything are rather interesting. Oh, see, I love little things like this, just figuring out how different this game can be. Also, I like the Pokemon abilities, I like the idea that we can use the different Pokemon abilities to basically, in short, actually, play the game. I like the idea that we have different Pokemon abilities based upon how far you in the game and what Pokemon you befriended. I rather love everything they've done here. I love the exploration. I love the idea that every time you play the game, there's something different to do. I even like the idea there's events. Like currently at the time of filming, there's a Bulbasaur event. And honestly, I like it. One thing I find rather dark is finding out that this is a, destroyed pallet town. That's kind of dark, but no, honestly, I like the idea of everything about this game. I think it's rather interesting. One thing I find even cooler is the base idea that every time you go somewhere, there's new things to do. For example, sorry, I gotta move me to the side. Every time there's different abilities such as growing plants. Every time we go to a new area, we can completely get a new thing. And I like it. I even like the idea of how Drifloon works. I like this idea that depending on where we are, we can find different things. Shining sparkles like that show us new areas on the map. Oh, a scissor? Yeah. And I love it. I love just the different parts of the game and how everything changes. I love the fact that there is a hunger system and that, as we play, the game shows us more and more of how this world expands. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of what they've done here, and honestly, I hope Pokemon does more of it. I honestly think this could be Game of the Year, in my opinion, but I'm kind of biased. I want Pokemon always to do its best, and apparently I didn't use the scissor. I did. But no, I love the way the map expands as we keep going, and honestly, I'd like to see what this game can truly do in the future. And that's the thing is, but what about the story? Well, the story is rather unique on its own. In short, we are a Ditto who years after the fact, humanity disappeared, some kind of disaster happened, and we're a Ditto who years later have to clean up the ashes of what happened in the world. Professor Tangrowth and us go around trying to make different Pokemon environments. We meet new Pokemon and we get them comfortable, with the main goal of trying to find out where in the world Pokemon actually have gone to. And I think it's rather interesting, the idea that, I can name my own town? Hold up, give me a second, I want to... Name it my gamer tag, But no, I like the idea that basically, in short, we can do all kinds of fun things and introduce new Pokemon. I love the idea. And just as we keep going throughout the different things, ooh, what's this? New research. Nice, nice. But no, I like the idea that as we keep playing the game, we more and more expand this world out. Oh, hello, Eevee. Hello. But, no, I just like the idea that as this Pokemon game expands, we meet more and more Pokemon. Not specifically Kanto Pokemon, but a variety of Pokemon. Now, Pokemon don't evolve, Pokemon don't battle here. Basically, what we do is we befriend Pokemon, make them more comfortable in their own environment. And you know what? I'll be 100% honest. I think it's really clever. I like the idea of the mystery of what happened to the planet is also rather interesting. Early on, we are introduced to the whole concept of the world being destroyed in short. And it's rather insane to think about the Pokemon world as we know it currently in the games being completely destroyed. That humanity literally just left. We put Pokemon in the storage for their own safekeeping, and after years, their Pokeballs deactivated, and Pokemon who weren't put in Pokeballs are rather mutated or changed, such as Snorlax, Greedont, Rotom, and several other Pokemon friends we go across the world with. And I'll be 100% honest, I think it's rather interesting that we get to befriend all these Pokemon across the world. I will be honest, I thought it was rather fun learning about Eevee and... Not sorry, just Eevee, but like, one area where we get Meowth. The fact that we can explore the remains of the SS Anne, which is kind of horrifying if you really think about it. I mean, the Pokemon world is gone as we know it, and I think it's interesting. I also love the idea that as you look above, every so often you'll see our friends, we'll see Ho-Oh and Lugia flying over, and you can find different parts of them to do a ultimate side quest at the end of the game. And I love it. I think it's rather interesting. I love learning and just kind of seeing what this Pokemon world has to offer. I think it's interesting to see where the game is going and what they want to do with it. And honestly, it's a breath of fresh air after sitting there and playing Champions to see what they offered and seeing how much more content and exploration this game has versus, well, let's be honest, anything that we've recently seen out of the Pokemon Company, not the Pokemon Company, but Champions, and it's opening terrible. And I'll be 100% honest, I like where this game is, and I like what it did. I like the idea of the multiplayer aspect, basically having its own form of hide and seek, and I'll be 100% honest, I think this game could very well be one of the better, if not the best Pokemon game on the Switch. And I know that's hard coming from me being a mainline Pokemon player, and honestly, I'll probably forget about this game the second they throw Pokemon Coliseum on the GameCube part of this program. But no, I like what they've done here, and I 100% hope that as we continue on down the line, the game has more and more to offer. Even from my very short, and it doesn't seem like it compared to where I am, 40 hours of gameplay, I rather like what this game comes to offer. I like just exploring, going around, finding remains of towns and mines, meeting different Pokemon, just learning about how to meet other Pokemon via stuff such as this Shiny Sparkle, and I'll be 100% honest. I like the idea that, well, this game is not what I thought it was. As my early portion of this video said, I thought this game was going to be nothing more than a joke, and I have to admit, I was wrong. Dreadfully wrong. This game isn't just about going out there and trying to be the very best or, trying to save humanity or anything weird like that. It's just a game about going out there and enjoying yourself. And I'll be honest, I am. I'm enjoying the hell out of this. And I'll be honest, I hope that this game continues to get updates. And honestly, it kind of needs these updates. With where the state of Pokemon is right now, we need these updates more than ever. We are in what I'd call a rough patch gameplay-wise, and honestly, we just need more kind of gameplay and stuff like this. Pokemon Pokopia is a honestly amazing game, and if you haven't picked up a copy of this yet and you have a Switch 2, I highly recommend it. I wouldn't set out on this one, and honestly, I regret setting out as long as I have. I feel like if I would have took more time and would have had more, gumption to realize I could be wrong about something, I probably would have enjoyed this much sooner than I thought I would have. And I regret setting on my ass, essentially. I feel as if I would have took more time, I could have got a chance to play this so much more than I actually did. And I'll be 100% honest, I really love also Pokemon interactions with one another. That's honestly one of my favorite little things I've noticed is just the way Pokemon interact with one another. They communicate, the friendship they build. I love the idea of certain Pokemon relationships I never would have thought about being a thing. And man, there's a lot of Pokemon things here. And honestly, I just love the idea of meeting different Pokemon and just having fun with them. Like I said, if you guys haven't picked up a copy and you own a Switch 2, I would say go do this. If you're a Pokemon fan, I'd say, and you are maybe holding off on getting a Switch 2, I'd maybe reconsider. This is well worth it. And hell, I'd even say this. Maybe if you're just a Nintendo fan in general, this would be something that'd be nice to pick up. It's honestly just a really fun game, and I've been having a blast playing it. And that's kind of all I have to say. This has been a really fun blast, and honestly, I hope you guys have fun with the project. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you have a Pokemon video you'd love to see, leave me a suggestion down below. And also, thank you guys so much for my new subscribers who've joined me from shorts. And anybody else who wants to see a lot of new shorts, I am doing something called Shiny May upcoming. And I hope you guys join me for my Shiny May journey. I'll make a short video explaining that in a couple days. Thank you so much for watching. Geek out.